Hey y'all, what is up YouTube? Sparky Marky here, and I'm back to do a movie review of course, for a John Carpenter classic, which came out in 1980, called The Fog, which of course, and it's also produced by Deborah Hill, and Carpenter directed it. Let's see, he also wrote the script as well. Yeah, he did, along with his girlfriend at the time, or ex-girlfriend, Deborah Hill. She produced it as well. And distributed by Ethico Embassy, which they distribute low-budget projects, a little cut above. But let's be clear, this is directly from MGM, but at the time, Ethico Embassy was involved in the film. They distribute, again, low-budget film projects, a little above $6 million or so, the limit of the prices. Yeah. So this is directly from the DVD screen factory that we got years ago, and with the Blu-ray, and now recently it came out with a 4K Steelbook and regular 4K, and of course it had bundles with the Stevie Wayne, Adrienne Barbeau, and ECA figure, and a vinyl soundtrack. I don't know which one I should get, or just get the 4K movie and that's it. What the hell? I'm gonna double dip anyway. Doesn't matter which one. So yeah, this is a good transfer from Screen Factory and everything, and supervised by Dean Cundey. You got a commentary, and you got a exclusive interview with Jamie Lee Curtis. Alright, you have your characters in the film, and Tom Atkins plays Nick Castle, directly from the writer and actor and future filmmaker, and of course named after John Carpenter's friend. Nick Castle, and then Jamie Lee Curtis plays Elizabeth. Adrienne Barbeau plays Stevie Nicks, and Hal, what's this geezer's name? Hal Holbrook plays Father Malone, the priest in the film. Plus, John Carpenter appears in the film as a caretaker in the movie, in the opening of the film. When some old guy tells him a story about what happened about the fog and everything. So yeah. So let's take a look at this. That is the newly commissioned artwork, and you can reverse it, and if you have that or don't want to, you can reverse it to the poster artwork, which indeed is awesome in my book. Alright, it's 1080p high definition transfer, yes, by cinematographer Dean Cundey. Audio commentary with John Carpenter, writer and director John Carpenter, writer/producer Deborah Hill. New audio commentary with actors Adrienne Barbeau, Tom Atkins, production designer Tommy Lee Wallace. New interview with Jamie Lee Curtis. Tales from the Mist, Inside the Fog featurette, film Fear on Films, Inside featurette of the Fog, storyboard featurette, Horror's Hollow Grounds with Sean Clark. The locations where the film was shot. New look at films, locations, outtakes, theatrical trailers, TV spots, photo galleries. So yeah, this is indeed a very good film. Let's see what the disc looks like they always do with their designs. Oh, not bad, pretty cool. And that's the newly commissioned artwork. So yeah, the story is about what is going on in this wonderful seaside village of Antonio Bay, and then somehow they're learning the true meaning of the word vengeance. Seemingly, of course, that this wonderfully seaside town, perfect town, has a guilty secret. Yep, masks a guilty secret that a past stepped in greed and then turned into a vengeful murder. What happened 100 years ago? A ship was horribly wrecked under mysterious circumstances. Thick, eerie fog now shrouded in darkness. The long-dead mariners have returned from their watery grave to exact revenge. Bloody revenge. For something that happened years ago. That the town's ancestors caused a shipwreck of pirates to wreck their boat, and the next thing you know, took their gold and left them for dead. And now their descendants are paying the ultimate price. So yeah. So yeah, all in all, wicked film, wicked story, very, very eerie, from what you can tell. Little details on this featurette. You have some archival interviews from Jamie Lee Curtis. You have archival and new interviews. This is from directly from the MGM Presents special features with writer director John Carpenter, producer Deborah Hill, and also cinematographer Dean Cundy, production designer Tommy Lee Wallace, which is indeed called Tales from the Mist, which is about a 27-minute and 5-second featurette. If I'm not mistaken, they talk about the making of and all that stuff, and also the casting, working with Janet Leigh and Jamie Lee Curtis, except they don't share scenes together. Janet Leigh plays the mayor of Antonio Bay, and also Adrienne Barbeau plays Stevie Waynes, a radio announcer chick, and Hal Holbrook plays a priest, Father Malone, and then Tom Atkins plays Nick Castle, who bumps into the character of Elizabeth, played by Jamie Lee Curtis. They have a fling with each other. Somehow this mysterious fog is going away, but not for long, and then somehow mysteries start going on and eerie, and somehow they're starting to find the clues and pieces to know what is going on and stuff. What else? Who did the music for this film? Was it Carpenter or someone else? Doesn't say it here, which kind of bothers me. What the heck? I could always tell. Yeah, that was definitely Carpenter. He definitely did the score for the film, but it's not mentioned here. How come? But we know it's his score. Or was it someone else? Who knows? It was definitely Carpenter. So yeah, it's a very insane film. When you get to your first act, you got your second act, and then third act is the revealing to know what the heck happened. So Tales from the Mist, they had archival interviews with Jamie Lee Curtis when she was so young, and then also they talk a lot of things, and all-time Hollywood actor, what's his name? Heck, at the time they were in their late 20s, early 30s at the time when they did filmmaking, and hiring a well-known veteran actor by, what's his name? Yeah. So, the actor playing... So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the old actor that's telling the story in the campfire scene was played by an actor by the name of John Houseman, or Holtzman, if I said his name right. Tells them the story, and he's a very well-known old school actor. And what else? Even the effects of the fog, they had to do like a lot of things. They had to use like smoke fog machines to mimic the fog. How do you direct something that won't take attention? Seriously, y'all. But and they will control everything in set and the mood of it. And there's plenty good shots in the film, and it's amazing greatness to the characters. And then there comes a bit of the scene with a little bit of gore in it, and you show the pirates a little close up. They're very ooze, very, very goopy. And some of it was done by Rob Bottin, who would later work with John Carpenter on The Thing in 1982. Well, no, Rob Bottin played the role of Captain Blake, if I'm not mistaken, that the leader of the pirates, that they want their gold back because of their ancestors stole it from them, and now they're exacting revenge on the descendants to those who took it, and demanding it back. So yeah, and you do see a little close-ups of these pirates. You see shadows of them, you see glimpses of them, and like they're standing there for a moment. You do see them from a distance, that they're in the fog, and that they're like, and they have their hooks and swords ready to exact their revenge. And then, so yeah, there's something in the fog. That's what it is. So yeah, I'll leave you links in the description box down below for the making of featurette, the making of. And yep, some of them are again poured from the MGM DVD release that we got years ago. Scream Factory poured this over. You got a new interview with Jamie Lee Curtis in the house. So yeah, that's what she was known and coined as, the preeminent scream queen at that time period. And from the success of this film, and would later work on another film called Terror Train with Roger Spottywood, if I said his name, who will later direct, let's see, Air America, Tomorrow Never Dies, and heck, and she wanted to get out of horror, and she would later be working with Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy in a film called Money Talks. So yeah, she had done some comedy over the years, did a little action film in the 90s, one thing in the 90s actually, and yeah, pretty amazing career, but she would always look back at horror very fondly when she was young. And she had been successful in other areas in her career. So yeah, that even to this day she is coined the Scream Queen. What more can you say about it? And again, I'll leave you the link in the description box down below with the new interviews. Heck, I'm telling you, y'all, if you got your copy from the regular Blu-ray from Scream Factory, kudos to you. Anybody got the 4K John Carpenter movie set, which has Escape from New York, The Fog, and what other movie was on 4K with the set? I know one of them was The Fog, Escape from New York, and John Carpenter's They Live. Yep, that's the third one. All three of those got 4Ks, but again, it was directly from Studio Canal, which they released it. It's overseas and it's all region free. The transfers are superb and clean and crisp and clean. And now recently we got Escape from New York on 4K. We got They Live on 4K, and recently we just got The Fog on 4K. We just got this on 4K recently, so yeah. I'm gonna double dip on that, and I'm probably gonna give the other one to the DVD that I got of They Live, and I'll probably get oh well, let me just see what happens down the road. Again, I'm a big fan of John Carpenter, love his work, and amazing story. So any of you young BUCKSs haven't seen The Fog, check it out, y'all. It is amazing. What's there not to hate? And as well as, yeah, when I said young BUCKSs, young bucks out there, please, you gotta give this movie. It's amazing film, practical effects, everything. If anybody is seeing the 2005 remake of The Fog that stars Tom Welling, who we know him from Smallville as the character of Clark Kent, the would-be Superman hero, I'm just gonna say I wasn't a big fan of watching the remake. I heard a lot of mixed things. The palette was alright and stuff, and among other things, and it was just a little bit too CGI-ish. That's all I'm going to stick with. I didn't like the remake. It was so atrocious. Stick with the OG right here. That's right. Stick with the OG. So yeah, if anybody's a fan, go snatch yourself a copy. Grab it on 4K or buy the regular Blu-ray, Scream Factory or Amazon. Go get it, y'all. The OG rules. Screw the remake, man. So yeah. And also let me know what do you guys think of this movie? What do you think of other John Carpenter films? So anyways, y'all, this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off, y'all. Take care. God bless you. Catch you on the next vid. And enjoy October. Woo! Dun, 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 dun. Watch out for the fog.